Like, they just, Roy's, they just did it across the board. You know what? I see what you guys did. I should be a game developer. I can do this. I can do this now.
Yeah, you should step up. And hey, we got a couple guys who are stepping up to the plate right now in their round one of the day. Panda's own Mars going up against Gummy, who I believe is a Chrom from Tennessee. I think that area, definitely somewhere around that Midwestern region. But he's going to be going up to try and continue his bracket run against Mars, who, you know, honestly, considering Riptide and a couple of his performances offline, it's been looking a little bit, I don't know, not as secure in his game plan after the online era. I'd like to see him return to that old form, right, where he is just demolishing stocks and getting reads every second of the way.
Yeah, I think it's only a moment of time. A lot of people came out of the online era different, whether it was they grinded and became a lot better, or they stayed kind of the same and just need a little bit more of a warm-up, if you will.
Yeah. And that's the kind of read that I'm talking about, right? That's classic Mars.
Yeah. I know where you're going to go, and I'm going to take the risk. What if you're wrong? It doesn't matter. I'm never wrong.
It seems like he's never wrong. I mean, he's the kind of guy that just, like, that's usually where he gets punished, right? Is when he overcommits to something and he wants to go for some big call-out. Gummy calling out that tech away, though, nearly getting the stock, but unable to continue that ledge pressure because ZSS is just so slippery.
Yeah, but as slippery as ZSS is right now, Gummy definitely having a handle on it, but only temporarily. As you go off stage once, and the moment you try to come back, Mars is there waiting for you.
Yeah, and the 3 side Bs in a row. Dude, Mars has just the best mind games out of anybody in Ultimate, and I would argue in almost all of Smash. I mean, just so in tune to how to play against a player, and you can see the damage output from him is no slouch either.
Absolutely. It's been maybe 20 seconds, but the damage is 86.
I didn't know ZSS had it like that, I'm going to be honest.
Ooh, a get-up attack. I'm really surprised Mars threw that out, but I'm more surprised that Gummy didn't get a punish. And Gummy was in a position to possibly take the stock first when he got that jab back air earlier, but it didn't take the stock, and still struggling now an entire minute later to get 1 stock of Mars off.
Now getting knocked off stage again, where Mars has been doing a ton of good stuff. Committing early to that grab, though, probably could have gotten a stock off of the whiff counter, but nonetheless, he's still set up for a great ledge trap. And honestly, being game 1, that'll let him set up some more data, right? Figure out how Gummy's going to play at ledge, but that time Gummy figuring out the landing to even up the stock count.
Stock counts are even, but the percentage isn't. Gummy definitely going to have to dig deep wants to tie this up. You don't necessarily need the stock, but you do want some damage. Unfortunately, you are not going to find it as Mars just whips that second stock away from Gummy.
He's been using that. We were talking about buffed side Bs. Look at how much Mars is making use of that whip.
It's a good move.
The spacing, the fact that it can combo or kill based on what you want it to do. Ooh, and that was a dangerous jump there by Gummy, but Mars was not in tune to the fact that Gummy... Oh, okay, he's in tune. He's back in tune. He's got perfect pitch.
Yeah, I'm turning around in advance. I know what you're going to do before you're even going to do it.
Before you know that you're going to press that button, I know. Oh, great get up off the ledge there, jumping high enough to not get caught by the down smash. All of a sudden, Gummy's chance to take a stock.
Oh, getting the damage, but nothing really too threatening or too dangerous for Mars. Yeah, tried to take that risk. I'm surprised Mars actually didn't throw Gummy off stage. Wanted stage control instead, and I guess just wanted Gummy to stay on stage, sorry.
Yeah, well, and that's, again, I think that that's a game one thing that Mars does a lot, is that he will forego getting an easy kill so that he can gather more data and demolish you even harder in the following game. Right now, though, it's, again, back to even, and, you know, with what Chrom can do, this is Gummy's game to win.
Possibly. Maybe get Mars off stage, do a combo into an up B. It's definitely possible.
And you can see that Mars is just sticking to center stage as much as possible. He knows the risk of going all the way over to the legend for the third time in that game one. Yeah, side B will take the stock.
3 strikes and you're out. Mars takes game number 1. Or should we say ZSS side B takes game number 1?
Yeah, in particular. Not only just the stocks, but I mean, even the combos and the call-outs that he had with that move. I mean, I think that goes to show just how much confidence Mars had in that he had Gummy's timing broken down right. I mean, especially coming off the ledge. That's all about either reacting or timing. You have to choose kind of one of those to commit to covering, and side B covered the timing perfectly every time.
And it's safe.
Yeah, very.
It's not Min-Min, but that's one of the things that makes Min-Min so threatening is similar scenarios where you have this long-range move that can take the stock, and if you're wrong, there's no risk. You know, it's okay. You didn't really give up anything. Your opponent gets up, but you still have stage control afterwards.
Yeah. And Meister, I mean, almost never gave up stage control in that game one. Here on game 2, Lilac Cruz, this will make that edge guarding a little bit more difficult for Mars, or probably the ledge trapping in particular, and Gummy is going to get insane control of these platforms. If Mars goes into the air once, he might be stuck there for a while. So you can already see right now, without the flip jump, Gummy has got these platforms locked down 96%, 20 seconds into the game.
Yeah, normally it's just the floor that's lava. Apparently it's anywhere on the stage right now as Mars is trying desperately to slow the bleeding, because Gummy is just really corrected every single turn.
Oh my God.
Oh, but he lived.
He's alive. And
it doesn't matter.
He was at such a low percent. I respect it from Mars, though, right?
Absolutely.
Like, what an opportunist he is.
I mean, sometimes you're getting waxed and you're like, hey, Hail Mary, throw it to the end zone. Unfortunately, there was an interception, and Gummy's going to take it all the way home.
Yeah, all the way. He got the 6 points, and now he's looking for the extra point, maybe even the 2-point conversion if he can get a 2-stock lead, because, you know, 55% is not a whole lot, and here comes the damage.
Again, Mars using that down air again. This time on stage, though. But just to interrupt the flow of Gummy, because Gummy is just pushing buttons, and Mars is apparently his R button's broken right now.
Yeah.
Because they're all connecting on Gummy's end.
No, he's definitely feeling a little bit overwhelmed, I think, right now, where he's trying to, you know, usually dictate the pace of the game with how he locks you down as a player. But, oh my gosh, the up B from Chrom pulling Mars away, even though he was so far from the ledge. Okay, now Mars once again trying to set up that ledge trap, but like I'm saying on Lilat, that side B is going to be a little bit less effective, but Gummy...
Apparently that ledge is also less effective. Gummy's hands don't reach. Who oiled the monkey bars?
I was about to say, it's too slippery. He couldn't grab onto it. Now Mars all of a sudden, that one SD, right, can really change the pace of a match. You can see that it's even back up where Gummy had the big lead. Now Mars is the one in front percentage-wise.
Yeah. All because of that, and a lot of people are going to complain about Lilat. Gummy counterpicked the stage.
Yeah, so, this was his choice.
And maybe that's why, because the blast zone is just right for Mars to lose that stock at about 100% to a jab back air.
Yeah, Gummy's definitely been on point with the confirms. Been building up a lot of damage wherever possible. I'm amazed that Mars even opted to go off stage, because if he gets clipped by that up B, we go to game 3.
Mars is a fearless man.
For better or for worse.
Yeah, what is fear? I don't know it, okay?
He does not fear the second splash hit of the soaring slash on stage, and then he loses his advantage. Parries, though. Dude, Mars has the best parry game in the game, and converting off of that cornering of Gummy evens that game back up.
All right. Mars struggling to hit the ground as he's F-tilted some Gummy, just keeping Mars at bay. That conversion wasn't true, but Gummy, rare miss right there, and you were taking the big-time damage for it.
And Mars finally honing into how to punish that up B. We've seen a lot of up B out of shield from Gummy all of a sudden, and Mars is taking that to the bank right now. He might be about ready to cash in a 2-0 victory if Gummy can't make it back on stage with no jump. That's it.
And what looked like Gummy's chance at putting himself on the board, possibly going to game 3 against the legendary Mars, turns into just another 0-2 defeat as Mars advances in the bracket and does what he does best, wins.
Yeah, wins sort of in style, right?
Yeah.
Where even though, you know, it was a 2-0 close, though, you know, right? The thing that the TO never needs you to tell him, right? You don't need to tell him the 2-0 was close, right? The TO doesn't need to know that, but we need to know that, because I don't think 2-0 tells the whole story of that game.
It does not, because it was such a the game 1 was a lot more one-sided, but the game 2 was so back and forth, and really, you have to question what would have happened if that self-destruct did not occur. If you would have grabbed that ledge, if it wouldn't have been too slippery for you, if we can.
Yeah, if Lilat had worked.
Yeah, then we might have been talking about a game 3, but